Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode in the Golden Lap. Career mode with night racing. We are back for, my chair. We're back for another episode. We got 3 races left this season. Francis Hollow. Take a look at the standings. We're in second. Only just. It's going to be close to see if we can hold on to second. And if we take a look at the driver standings, Bregman's in third, and he's not far off. The craziest, unluckiest thing has happened to us this season, of course. Tristan Lupe involved in a crash. And on top of that, Piet Sidiez, our first ever race winner, will miss 2 races of this season because of a crash. Which means ARTIE von Heim makes a dramatic return to night racing for the next 2 races. We can spy. We can do that. I'm not going to do that. We don't need to do that. We're going to build an engine. Another one. 3100 performance. We're going to give it. There we go. There we go. That's perfect. And it wasn't sabotaged. Okay. Oh, it's going to be a wet one. We've got ARTIE von Heim and George Bregman. Bregman goes out first. Von Heim goes out second. This looks like it could be a really short lap. Goodness. Actually, I don't know. I always say that because they kind of fly out the blocks, but I'm not quite sure. If we do think about the situation that we are in this season, it's a 1 minute 30 lap, so it is relatively fast. We're trying to secure second place. We're not really worried about the LeBron, so we're not going to do anything silly in terms of, trying to chase them down. There is no point. Because if we do something silly and it backfires and we lose critical points, we're only going to have ourselves to blame. So we're not going to let that happen. Third, for us, is essentially a race win. That is how we're going to think of it. And while that might seem like throwing in the towel, I don't think it is. We've got to be realistic. The LeBrons are simply too far ahead in the constructors. And while Bregman is definitely in with a chance of the drivers, the only way he's really going to win it is if the LeBrons have trouble, if they DNF, if they have reliability or something goes wrong on their side. Because him beating them both in 3 races in a row, very unlikely. So, third is essentially first. And if we can keep Bregman in third and try and push von Heim as strong as possible, then, well, that second place in the constructors is ours. And next season we will have a better driver to join Bregman. And that's what we want. And then it will be about building a car for both drivers to compete throughout the season. This is not looking good. A risky one is here. It worked. That was all on the numbers there. That wasn't really anything I could do about that. It was all on the numbers. ARTIE von Heim. There's a lovely one. Good. A bit of a risk. Yeah, it kind of paid off. Not really. But it kind of paid off. It is tough. We need von Heim to do his best out there. He must understand. He is the second driver. You don't join a team where Bregman is on, third place for the drivers' championship and expect to be the number one. That's just completely unrealistic. So I do hope he understands that. The Chapmans are having an awful time of it. It must just be the amount of water, because we can't even get past cars here that we would definitely usually think we can. So Bregman, he may just be starting on the second row outright. It may just be that no one is able to improve, which means that the rest of this session is just all about trying to maximize our tuning. That's okay. And get these cars up to scratch. Performance of Bregman's car is very strong now. And I feel a lot more confident with how I approach the races and how I approach a lot of the nuances of the game. It's not an overly complex game, but as someone who plays games a lot, sometimes it takes me a little bit of time to learn it. And then of course, taking advice in the comments. That's you guys. That's you guys helping me out. And ultimately has led us to a point where we are now genuinely competing. That was a lovely bit of tuning there. You can see the laps are taking longer and longer with the amount of water that's out on the track. And still, I don't think this has moved at all. I don't think the leaderboard has changed in the slightest. Even with the tuning and the improvements that we're trying to put on our car, it's just too wet to gain any lap time, to find any pace across the course of the lap. Which means that you've got Laframboise in 9th, you've got Lovera in 6th, you've got the Chapmans all the way down in 14th and 15th. Kind of crazy. And it's just white sectors across the board. 30 seconds slower per lap. Really? Two laps to go. It looks like with Bregman we should be able to get 2 golden tunes. Because he may get another... He will get 1 more tuning in. But probably not 2. Maybe. It depends. Whereas the numbers with ARTIE von Heim have not been very kind at all. Trying to make sure we don't pick silly numbers. We'll get another chance, and there'll be at least the chassis there. Go on 4 times and just get this one done. Oh! It doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter. We didn't really lose much. In fact, we didn't lose anything there because, of course, we're not here competing for the lap times. All we're trying to do is improve the car. I was kind of lucky, that one. Could have blown up in our face. And that is that. So Von Heim did get the chassis. That's good. And let's just wrap this one up. Qualifying is complete. Laps are all done. But of course, there was no lap time improvements. Once again, we start on the front row with George Bregman just absolutely rocking it this season. ARTIE Von Heim, obviously the first lap wasn't a real great lap, so he'll start further back. It really has mixed up the field. You can expect the Chapmans to move forward, you can expect the Vernier to move back, and the Aprils. The rest of the the rest of the drivers, no idea. No idea at all. It's going to be a wet race by the looks of things. It is indeed. And it's probably just a safe bet to keep ARTIE Von Heim back and out of the way of George Bregman. How are we going to go off the start? Oh, almost. We got blocked off by Maldonado. We've got Pratama in third. Von Heim has moved up to 10th. That's a really good start from where he was. Into the points straight away. Oh, down to 12th. Never mind, ARTIE. Come on, buddy. You got this. Okay. Red flag straight away. That's a freebie on the repairs, which I've been forgetting lately. So it's a good thing that I haven't forgotten this time. And the drivers should be set on go, 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 because they were at the time of the crash. So Pratama down from a good, strong point scoring position. Okay, well done. Von Heim is back to 15th and then suddenly moves up to 9th. What the heck happened there? That was like a 6-car overtake. What the heck? Can't get past Holgersen. What is Holgersen doing down in 7th? What is Fischer doing up in 3rd? This race has been bonkers and it's only just begun. Maldonado still running away with it. 2 seconds down the road. Woods is going to chase us down. We're going to calm down with Bregman and with ARTIE Von Heim in 9th position on the track as we speak. Going to be a wet race. It's going to be about keeping the car on the track. If we can get Bregman ahead of Holgersen, finished ahead of Holgersen, I mean, because obviously Holgersen's in 4th right now. If we can get him to finish ahead of him, that would be great, but it's going to be difficult. Especially with Woods trying to chase us down, burning fuel and chasing us down right now. ARTIE Von Heim is in the zone, so let's give him a boost. Bregman is now in the zone. Let's give him a boost. It will calm down with ARTIE Von Heim running down in 11th right now. Bregman up in 2nd, building a little bit of a gap on Woods, but not a lot. Only 3.5 seconds, up to 4. Woods is now defending from Holgersen, so that's a slightly different scenario anyway. There we go. Von Heim's back in the zone. Looking good. Let's go. Got the overtake done on Morstan, but is now trying to get it done on Pellegrini. Gets up into 9th. There we go. Bregman's now focused up as well. And has it actually built a good amount of a gap over Woods, which I'm a big fan of. Okay, let's calm Von Heim down. He's got 9th. He's got the Chapmans either side. The Waylands up in front. Fischer running a great race. You've got to say, Fischer is running a really good race up in, at the moment, 5th. That's incredible for April. We would not be expecting that kind of race from them. Bregman's having a good lap here. In fact, he's having a great race because Woods is keeping Holgersen behind, which means Bregman is going to get points on Holgersen if we can keep things as they are. But there's a long way to go. We're only a 1/6 of the way through the entire race so far. But the gap is looking good. It's coming down a little bit because Woods is burning a tad of fuel. But that's okay because we tend to save our fuel for the later stages of the race. When it's slightly more useful. Wow, that's hard to say. Not more useful. I don't mean useful. I mean you know, when we need it, when we're really pushing for position and overtakes and points at the end of the race. It doesn't matter if you run in second place for 50 laps, if you then run in fifth for the last 10. Von Heim's doing well. Bregman is on a push. Let's go. We're going to start lapping cars in a minute. We've got 6 or almost 7-second gap. Von Heim's in the zone as well. Okay, good. Running in 10th. That is in the points. Bregman's built that gap over Woods again. Let's calm him down. Really struggling to overtake Tim Morster. No, there we go. That's 9th. Well done. And we calm it down. Lovera next up. Fisher running in 7th. Has lost a couple of positions. Still, if Fisher finishes in the points, that would easily be driver of the day performances. Lovera got us. That's all right. Von Heim, just stick it out. Bregman's really got a good gap now. 10 seconds or so. Looking fine. Looking good. No real stress right now. Okay, that's been a pit stop for Maldonado. I don't know if I want to pit just yet. Don't really want Woods going ahead of us, but we'll keep it sensible. Other cars are going in now, actually. You know what? There's no need just yet. Bregman's in the zone. I like that, but I'm not doing anything silly just yet. They're both in the zone, Matt, actually. I want to try and get to lap 20 with Bregman. Okay. Bregman's about to lap Von Heim. Oh. Into the pits he goes. And now stop for Von Heim as well. And Bregman comes out in 4th. But I don't really see... I can't really see the other cars going for a one stop. I mean, maybe. I can't really see it. It's possible, but your tyres would be shot by the end. And if there's any form of red flag, then... well, I don't know. Let's see. They are going to pit. They've got to pit soon. We're running such a calm, kind of no-drama race right now. What's the gap right now? Oh my word, Holgersen did Woods in the pits. It's a 7-second gap. Okay. Oh, Holgersen getting past Woods in the pits is not on the... it wasn't part of the plan. It's a spanner. It's a huge spanner. They are burning. They are burning. Holgersen's trying to get us, but like I said at the start, we won't forget this. 3rd is 1st. Doesn't matter if Holgersen does go past, so long as Woods doesn't. Von Heim does need to get a little bit stronger, do a little bit more on the performance side of this race. Because running in 11th doesn't give us anything. Bregman is driving very well. For the amount of stick I sometimes give him for not focusing up at the end of races when I need him to, he's running a very good race here today. Keeping Holgersen behind it's not easy. Yellow flags. Paul Woods just sent it. Oh. Okay. This... oh, it doesn't even go to the end. No, it does. No, it doesn't. It doesn't go to the end. I was thinking about pitting I was thinking about pitting Bregman in order to see if we could get him to take his tyres to the end. I don't think it's worth it. We don't know if there'll be another yellow flag. We can't, we can't decide that. And now it's even less of a problem if Holgersen does go past. Remember, as much as I would love for Bregman to go for the Drivers' Championship, I don't think this is the year for that. We're trying to secure that second place in the Constructors, in the team standings. LeBron are too far ahead, so we've got to worry about the Etzolinis. That's it. And at the moment, with Paul Wood sending it, which he's been somewhat unreliable this season, we've only got to worry about DuPont. And we are currently, a lap up? We've lapped DuPont. We are not worried about DuPont at all. And Artie von Heim is doing a bang-up job now. He's just on his own, running super calm, super chill. 9th position. Got the April cars quite a bit far back, 18 seconds behind. We could try and push. Yes, that's what we're going to do. So, we're going to push and try and build this gap on Pellegrini to 25 seconds. And then pit. 23. 23.7, 23.8, 24. I think we can do it. Let's go. So we should come out in 9th. And we do. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing. So now Von Heim genuinely does just run to the end of the race. We can't fully burn just yet. Bregman is still keeping Holgersen behind. Still. Do you remember the Mexican Minister of Defense, which was Perez, just absolutely holding up? Was it Hamilton? I think it was Hamilton. That's what Bregman's doing right now, just holding up Holgersen. It's been what? It's been like 30 laps. No, 20 laps. It's been 20 laps since we pit stopped. So maybe almost 20 laps for Holgersen on his tyres. I don't know how old his tyres are. But what a driver he is having. Okay, now we're going to have to pit, and I think Holgersen will have to pit as well. Going to pit early. Let's get it done and out the way. Holgersen's actually just pitted. And he's burning right now. We need to burn just for a second here. I don't know if we might come out behind him. No, we come out in front. Oh, my word. Okay, can we burn all the way? We can. Or we could burn all the way with... Yeah, we can. Okay, so we're running 2nd and 9th. The likelihood of Von Heim getting up to 8 is very slim. Even though the cars ahead do need to pit, it's just very slim. So we'll settle for the 9th with him. But if we can keep the 2nd, Bregman will chase down Holgersen in the drivers. And we'll take a clutch of points. DuPont's in 5th. Doesn't really look like he's going to lose position either. But Bregman's beating DuPont. We're going to beat the Etzolinis. We're going to beat the Chapmans. We're going to beat the Whalens, maybe. They might get more points than us. I don't know. That one's a little bit difficult. But we are going to beat the Etzolinis. That just goes without saying. Can't do the math so fast. I can't do the adding. Oh, we've gained a sub. We've gained a sub. Thank you very much, whoever you are. I greatly appreciate you. When Heim's in the zone. 13 seconds is a bit of a gap. I don't think we're going to make that up in 10 laps. And I don't really see the need to push. It's not worth it. In a way, this is actually a little bit kind of silly. Now we're just completely running our own race. There's nothing to worry about. Holgersen is too far behind to really challenge us. Then all the other cars are a lap down. Von Heim is 11.5 seconds off of Morstan. If we burn his tyres, he might get time back, but I don't want to send it and lose the points. Even though it's only 2 points, I don't want to send it. There's no point. There's a yellow flag for Silver. Unfortunately, that's a car behind, so Von Heim doesn't gain any position there. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go to ×4 speed. And unless there's a red flag which bunches up the field again and we might lose position to Holgersen, then again, we might overtake Maldonado on the restart. We are just going to settle for where we are. 2nd and 9th. Another podium for Bregman. The consistency is unreal. And Von Heim getting some points in his second debut, I suppose, is very much appreciated. Really, really good. And that's what we want to see. Oh my word. Von Heim's going to get lapped again. It's going to happen. It just happened. We're in the zone. Last laps coming around. Maldonado. Oh my goodness. Wait. Whoa. It doesn't matter. Oh, Pratama. One of our past drivers. It doesn't matter. We finished 0.5 behind. It doesn't matter. The reason it doesn't matter is because 3rd is first. That's what we said. 3rd is first. And we got the fastest lap. Fastest that point. But we could have beaten Maldonado there. We actually could have beaten him. I didn't think we were anywhere near him. I wasn't watching. I assumed the race had been run. It's not over until it's over. Outrageous stuff. Maldonado must have run out of fuel or something, because we were burning all the way to the end. We might have grabbed the win if I was paying attention a little bit more. But it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Why does it not matter? We got the money. Bregman is still only 15 points behind. If we had got a win there, that would be 5 extra points. That'd be 1, 2, 1, 5 less on him. Oh, it would be in... Oh, I've let him down. I've let him down. Don't argue it. There is no arguing it. I've let him down. But we are now 17 points up on Italini, and that's the priority. Don't forget that that is the priority. Asuka Shikinami has replaced Pratama in Bancroft. Understood. We go into the team standings. We are 17 points up on Italini, and then 26 points up on Chapman, and then 52 points up on Wayland. So all we have got to do, all we have to focus on is keeping Bregman consistent. Even though the race win was on there. It genuinely was on. I'd gone ×4. I'd gone ×4. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. No ifs, no buts, no coconuts. Every team has got points. Love that. ARTIE Von Heim gets some points. So we've now got 4 night drivers in the championship, which is so too many. It's too many. Cilliers 35, George Bregman 116, ARTIE Von Heim 2, Tristan Lupe of course 0. I'm not going to think of the what if. I'm not going to think of the what if. The priority is the constructors and the team standings. That's the priority. We're in 2nd. We're not forgetting it. Thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed. I shall catch you next time.